We're going to go through some of the problems that are on the density practice sheet. This is the first one. It says illegal ivory is sometimes detected on the basis of density. What is the density of a sample of ivory whose volume is 14.5 cubic centimeters and whose mass is 26.8 grams? All right, so this number that is given here, that is the volume. So we wrote that down, 14.5 cubic centimeters, and the mass is 26.8. The equation for density is mass divided by volume. So we're just going to take the mass, plug that in, divided by the volume, and the answer is given with the problem is 1.85 grams per cubic centimeter. I would suggest you pause and punch those numbers in and make sure you get the same thing I did. Okay, so let's go on to another problem that's going to ask for something slightly different. This time it says limestone has a density of 2.73 grams per cubic centimeter. What is the mass of 24.9 cubic centimeters of limestone? So the density is given here as 2.73 grams per cubic centimeter. And it asks what is the mass? So I've got that down here. What is the mass? And this must be the volume. Cubic centimeters would indicate its volume, so 24.9 cubic centimeters. Well, the equation, of course, is density is mass over volume, but we're looking for mass. So I'm going to rearrange that. I'm going to multiply both sides by V is what I'm going to do here, and end up with the equation that the mass is the density times the volume. So I'm going to go back up here. Here's the density, 2.73 grams per cubic centimeter. Here's the volume, 24.9 cubic centimeters. When we punch that in, let's look at the units first. The cubic centimeters is on the bottom of this fraction and on the top of this, so those will cancel out. We end up in grams. And so I get 68.0 grams. You should check and make sure I'm correct. All right, our third problem then, we're going to do the possible iteration. It says calcium chloride is used as a de-icer on roads in winter. It has a density of 2.5 grams per cubic centimeter. What is the volume of 7.91 grams of this substance? So here's the density given in the problem, 2.5 grams per cubic centimeter. Here's the mass given, 7.91 grams. That would be a mass unit. And we're looking for the volume. Since density is mass over volume, if I rearrange this for volume, multiply both sides by volume, divide both sides by density. Volume is mass over density. Here's the mass that was given in the problem, 7.91 grams. Here's the density given in the problem, 2.5 grams per cubic centimeter. And the units are going to cancel out. The grams will cancel out the grams. The cubic centimeters are on the bottom of a fraction, and they're a fraction, so they would flip up on top. And so I get 0.316, which is obviously wrong because 7.91 divided by 2.5 will not give you 0.316. So I would invite you to do this division yourself. Obviously, we get a number greater than 1, and I made a mistake.